Waiting for White Rhino.
Get up.
Hello?
Rhino!
Hello.
Go on, Rhino.
Rhino, because we haven't done the press conference yet, I thought this would be a good opportunity to actually hold the press conference.
We'll do it right
Or
now.
Alan.
I'll play all characters. Who else?
You know what? I might
to be?
actually just go into a private room here to do this properly because I think this has got big potential for the future. Cool, you can come in as well. Okay, so
Am I being loads of characters or just me?
no, you're you. This is a serious interview, right?
All right.
So we are here, and my first question to you is, how are you feeling? You look in great shape.
Yeah.
Who's one for this?
All right. How are you feeling? You look in great shape.
I feel tremendous.
3 weeks to go on Saturday.
Yeah.
Big moment for your career.
Yeah, this is the first time where whatever happens after the fight, I'll be able to say, you know what, that was the best me. That was the best I can be. And I do think the best me is more than capable of beating Lucas Brown. You know, and I'm not, people keep saying what's next. I'm not bothered about what's next. April 20th is the most important day of my life so far.
You are a gambling man. Have you checked the odds for this fight? I haven't actually.
I'm 7-4 on. I'm a big favourite now.
Does that surprise you?
Yeah, a little bit. He's a former heavyweight champion of the world. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not really done. I'm not won an heavyweight title. So
when you boxed Lemroy Thomas for the
second time, yeah,
and you got cut, you were in unbelievable shape.
Yeah.
Tell me about the comparison, physically and mentally, between those two camps and the level you were at when you boxed him.
I'm much better now. I'm a bit heavier. I used to diet thinking that I had to be skinny, but I don't now. I just train. I'm with Darren Barker. Darren Barker's taken over the reins a little bit. And you know what?
Where are we at with that, by the way? Is he going to be in your... I mean, I know that he's asked me about applying for a corner licence, so I don't know whether that's going to be time-wise possible. But is he...
If he can, he will be.
But he's involved in... He'll be in the dressing room. He'll be either in the corner or around the corner on the night.
Yeah, he'll be there. Me and Darren really hit it off, and he knows his stuff, obviously. Training's gone perfectly. I'm meeting up with Darren tomorrow in Liverpool. I'm there all Thursday to Sunday training with Darren. You know what? Usually I just stay in a B&B and get a bit down and don't train and eat stuff. But this time I've been all over the place, and I've just been enjoying training in my life. It's been fantastic. I'm really enjoying myself. Obviously, for 6 weeks I'm in a mental place, doing mental things, and I said, you know what? Let's just get myself sorted out, and I have.
I saw that Insta post that you took down.
Yeah.
Is that just a case of, I saw your interview the other day, one of those blips where you had a bad couple of days? And...
Yeah, it's one of them things in life, and now I've realised, you know what, you have a bad moment, in 3 or 4 or 5 days, I'm going to be all right again. So what I did, I just took that post down because I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing, and I just thought, you know what, let's just get back on the horse and get going, get cracking.
What are the challenges in the Brown fight? I mean, he looks in good shape, to be fair, and you know, I see him get a little bit of stick about the Sonowski fight, wherever you were. You came on to me about that fight. You're like, what is he doing taking this fight? And I actually said to his management team, don't fight this guy. This is a tough fight. And I think that he was a little bit unlucky because you can't go into a fight like that with this fight scheduled and have the mindset to... I mean, we saw it when Sam Eggington got beat, when he had the Rios fight, 3 or 4 weeks later. It's very difficult to do, but he looks in good shape. But you don't think that he's of the level of he was when he beat Chagayev? And...
No, if it's the Brown from the Chagayev fight, I've been for a really hard night, obviously. It would be a big favourite, and rightfully so, but... The Sokolovsky fight will have done him good now. He's got through it, and he got through it, and he won. He'll do him good, but the shape I'm in right now, I would fancy myself. Anyone outside the top 20 in the world, I'd fancy beating him. And Darren Barker will tell you the same. Like,
do you think he is a better Lucas Brown than boxed Dillian White?
Oh, by far. If I were boxing the Lucas Brown that boxed Dylan White, obviously Dylan White's improved massively anyway from that night, but the Lucas Brown that he boxed, we know, you look at the shape of him, he was in terrible shape. Lucas Brown being a bit lighter, for me, will not work in his favour though. He's not a fast man anyway. I think I'll get him out there in 3 or 4 rounds.
Do you think, you think you stop him?
I think I'll stop him in 3 or 4 rounds. I think I'll stop him early on. I know I do. And this is not even false confidence. I've never been confident before. I always say, even doing 6 rounds against Dave, I always say, "Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do this." I will not look back like 3 or 4 rounds. I know that's a fact.
What do you think about Chisora against Senad Gashi? Because I think this fight, I think it's a dangerous fight for Chisora to take, because we saw him at like a week's notice against Takam.
Yeah.
The right handful, and Chisora coming off a stoppage loss, bad knockout to Dillian White. Do you see a potential upset in that fight?
Well, there's 2 Derek Chisoras. You got the good Derek Chisora, and you got Derek Chisora that turns up a bit lackadaisical. And I think if he turns up lackadaisical against Gashi, he's gonna have his hands full. Gashi's tough. I was meant to box him in
Newcastle.
Yeah, and obviously I said to you, I said, Eddie, you know what?
Sammy and Nebo instead.
I said, Eddie, leave the matchmaking to me, because I'll definitely win. So, but yeah, I think Gashi's an handful. I think Chisora should beat him. And if I beat Brown and Chisora beats Gashi, I think me and Chisora is the fight to make. I think I'm a massive Chisora fan. As a kid growing up, he was coming through, but I think me and Chisora would be massive if we could both win a deal too.
As well. I think we can make that fight. Couple of things to discuss. Number 1, talk about a couple of performances from the Copper Box show. Joshua Buatsi, standout performance, I think, of the night. Great prospect coming through. Yeah.
I thought Conroy was boxing great the first 2 rounds. Conroy can fight. Conroy's really good, and Buatsi obviously just another level. A Coley's going to be hard to beat by anyone. You watch a Coley, everyone thinks he's boring and not very good or whatever else. I've sparred him, and he's an horrible handful. I'd hate to box him. He'd be a handful for anybody. Hello. And then, I think Buatsi, I watched it. The main event, Charlie Edwards, I watched, but Buatsi's the man, isn't he? I'm a big Buatsi fan.
You're coming to Liverpool on Saturday?
I'm there, yeah. I'm coming to watch Fowler and Fitzgerald.
Great card.
I'm only coming for Fowler and Fitzgerald.
David Price against Cash Ali.
Yeah.
You know them both, you've sparred both. What happens in that fight?
I love Cash, but I think Price is too experienced and it's too hard for him, I think, personally. And then Price, if Price gets a few more wins, then obviously I might box him. You know, he said that years ago, so I'm going to say the same to him now. I'm going to say, you know what, Dave? Keep going, son. You'll get there.
You think Price knocks Cash Ali out?
You know what? I really like David Price, but Cash is a kind of a friend of mine. I hope Cash wins, but my money would be on Price if I had to.
And Fowler Fitzgerald, which I know you've made comments about, you're excited about. Obviously, a lot of people talking about it.
I love a double knockout.
Yeah.
I love that.
Fitz has really come out of himself in this build-up, because no one's really seen his personality before. He is a bit crazy, and he's so driven in the fight. In fact, he's had tracksuits made. He now calls himself the Madman, because people said to him, like, he's become obsessed in this camp for the first time in his career, and people have actually been a bit worried about how focused he's been for this fight. Fowler, big favourite in that fight?
Yeah, Fowler's a massive favourite, I think, because it's like people always say, I always say to people, I'm a good fighter, but you know, with Fitzgerald, we haven't seen it. And he won the Commonwealth Games, so we know he's good. And I think Fitzgerald's possibly the more talented of the two and the bigger puncher, but Fowler, you know, that arrogance that people sometimes take the wrong way, that's like Frotch. It's going to make him an hard man to beat, because he's so arrogant and he don't want to get beat. So my money's on Fowler. But you know what? I'd like to see Fowler win, but I'd like to see a double knockout as well. Double knockdown.
Double knockdown.
Yeah, knockdown.
Again, you think the bookies are right. I know Smith Eggington, a lot of people expecting a punch up.
Eggington. I think Eggington. I really like Smith Eggington, but again, at 24-year-old, he's the oldest 24-year-old on the planet. And I think Liam Smith's world class, and I don't think Eggington is.
And finally, Robbie Davis Jr. against Joe Hughes, British and European title.
Joe Hughes really is a shame, because he should be a massive story. What he's doing with his thingy arm, he's got a short arm, hasn't
he? Yeah,
that's amazing.
His thingy arm, yeah, his one arm.
I'm struggling with 2 arms the same length, so for him to be doing what he's doing with 1 arm longer than the other is exceptional. I think that should be more of a story
that we've got on the line for you against Lucas Brown.
What, me and Lucas Brown boxing for a belt, by the way?
I'm trying to get you a belt. Yeah, it's not that one, but yeah.
What belt is that?
We are trying to get a belt. And we're still sorting out who's headlining. I mean, you know, there's still this.
It's me.
You think you should be headlining the card? So do I. Yeah. I think you speak to Adam Smith on Saturday night.
Well, I'll tell him on Thursday afternoon. Tell him.
Good. Let's keep the campaign going.
Is he at the weigh-in?
Who, Adam?
No.
Are you at the weigh-in?
I'm at the press conference. I'm meeting Darren there.
And the weigh-in?
Are you at the weigh-in?
I'm the weigh-in, yeah. I'm just going to follow Darren around all week.
So if I get you in an interview with Adam Smith, could you?
I'll tell him.
That's a great interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'll just say, look, Adam, who's putting the bums on the seats? Is it me or Sinar Gashi? I think it's me.
No problem. We'll do that on Friday. Friday.
Yeah.
100% Pappy main event.
I think so.
Worked well. We've had 1,400, 1,500 people. I'm going to do this again. Dave, I'll see you in Liverpool.
You will do. I'll see you
Good
soon.
luck, mate.
Bye-bye. Bye.